USAF sent F-35 with full loaded to wipe out drug cartel lab in Mexico. U.S. military escalates campaign against Mexican drug cartels, F-35s deployed for precision strikes. In a significant escalation of the U.S. anti-drug strategy, the U.S. Air Force has reportedly deployed fully armed F-35 Lightning II fighter jets in targeted operations against drug cartel laboratories in Mexico. This move marks a dramatic shift from previous cooperation-based approaches to a more aggressive military stance, raising questions about sovereignty, effectiveness, and the future of U.S.-Mexico relations. The rise of the F-35 in anti-drug operations. The F-35 Lightning II, a fifth-generation stealth multi-role fighter, is renowned for its advanced avionics, precision strike capabilities, and low observability. These attributes make it a formidable asset in modern warfare. The recent deployment of these aircraft in Mexico signifies a new phase in the U.S. approach to combating drug cartels, particularly those involved in the production of fentanyl and other synthetic opioids. The F-35's capabilities allow for precise targeting of illicit drug laboratories, which are often hidden in remote and rugged terrains. The aircraft's advanced sensors and weapon systems enable operators to conduct strikes with minimal collateral damage, a critical factor in operations within civilian-populated regions. The strategic shift from cooperation to combat. Historically, U.S.-Mexico efforts to combat drug trafficking have been characterized by cooperation, notably through initiatives like the Merida Initiative. This program, launched in 2008, focused on providing training, equipment, and intelligence sharing to Mexican authorities to combat drug cartels and organized crime. However, recent developments indicate a shift towards unilateral military action. In 2023, former President Donald Trump signed an executive order designating Mexican drug cartels as terrorist organizations, a move that opened the door for potential military strikes. The appointment of Ronald D. Johnson, a former U.S. Army Green Beret, as the U.S. ambassador to Mexico, further underscores this shift, signaling a more militarized approach to bilateral relations. Mexican response, sovereignty and security concerns. The Mexican government has expressed strong opposition to foreign military intervention on its soil. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador has consistently rejected calls for U.S. military action, emphasizing that Mexico does not take orders from anyone, and asserting that such interventions would violate the nation's sovereignty. Despite these objections, the Mexican government faces internal pressures. The Sinaloa Cartel, led by figures like Iván Archibaldo Guzmán, continues to exert significant influence, with operations spanning from methamphetamine production to fentanyl, trafficking, the recapture and subsequent extradition of Ovidio Guzmán, El Chapo's son, to the U.S. in 2023, highlighted the complexities of dismantling cartel operations and the challenges faced by Mexican authorities. Tactical considerations and challenges. The deployment of F-35s in anti-drug operations presents several tactical challenges. Cartel laboratories are often mobile, constructed in makeshift facilities, and relocated frequently to evade detection. This mobility complicates the effectiveness of high-tech, high-cost military assets like the F-35. Moreover, cartels have increasingly adopted military-grade equipment and tactics, including armored vehicles and drones, which could pose significant risks to U.S. personnel and assets. Engaging in direct combat with such well-armed groups could lead to prolonged conflict, with potential for escalating violence and instability in the region. Implications for U.S.-Mexico relations. The unilateral use of military force in Mexico could have profound implications for bilateral relations. While the U.S. may view such actions as necessary for national security, Mexico perceives them as infringements on its sovereignty. This divergence in perspectives could strain diplomatic ties and complicate future cooperation on issues ranging from trade to immigration. Furthermore, the effectiveness of military strikes in combating drug cartels remains debatable. Experts argue that without addressing the root causes of drug production and trafficking, such as poverty and lack of governance, military interventions may only provide temporary relief and could lead to the emergence of new criminal organizations. Looking ahead, a delicate balance. As the situation evolves, the US and Mexico face the challenge of balancing security concerns with respect for sovereignty. While the deployment of advanced military assets like the F-35 represents a significant escalation in the fight against drug cartels, it also underscores the complexities of international cooperation and the need for comprehensive strategies that address both enforcement and underlying socio-economic issues. The coming months will be critical in determining the trajectory of US-Mexico relations and the future of anti-drug efforts in the region. A nuanced approach that combines technological advancements with diplomatic engagement may offer the most sustainable path forward in combating the pervasive threat of drug cartels.